Would you pay almost $400 for this order? Also, please, I had to leave this clip in here because just, are we serious? I stared at this for like 5 seconds. But anyways, the show must go on. So I went back to dipping my cake cones. And then once I have them dipped in chocolate, I like to take these small little sprinkles and put them all around the base. And then go ahead and just put them on the stand to dry and then repeat the process. So honestly, I'm all over the place in this video. So once I was letting the cake cones dry, I went ahead and started rolling my caramel out for my caramel pretzels. So basically, I pressed the caramel down on the back of the pretzel rod and then began twisting it all around here. And then to secure it at the bottom, I basically just use my thumb and really press it down and smear it all the way towards the back and get rid of any excess caramel. Then next, for some reason, I am back to doing the cake cones. So here I'm just dipping my cake cones. I forgot to tell you guys, this is like a Love Shack fancy inspired theme. I'm pretty sure this was for a bridal shower. The color combos were light pink, white, and gold. And then she wanted as much like bows and floral and edible images as possible. So that's definitely what I did for this order. So here I'm just dipping all of my cones. For some of them, I'm putting the little sprinkles on top. And then I'm going to move on to doing my caramel pretzels. So if you don't know, I like to line a tall cup with a piping bag and then pour my chocolate into the piping bag and then dip my pretzels this way. It's so much easier than cleaning out a really tall cup, because if you dip pretzel rods and use tall cups, you know how annoying it is to clean out all of the chocolate inside the cup. So the piping bag keeps the cup mess free, and then you can either use this piping bag to go ahead and decorate your treats, or you can cut a big hole at the bottom and pour all of the chocolate back into your container to continue dipping, which is what I did for today. Also, in the background here, you guys can see my iPad. I am watching a show called Revenge. I started it on Hulu a while ago, and then I'm finishing it up now. I freaking love this show. Like, when I started watching it again, I'm like, oh my god, why did I stop watching it? If you never watched it, definitely tune in. And if you did watch it, let me know what your thoughts were, because I thought that the show was so good. And this is the first show that I've watched in a while that actually ended good, because all these shows, like, the endings always suck, but this one was so good. So anyways, back to the treats. Now I'm doing my Oreos. I put some edible images down, and then I'm going to pop these in the fridge until they're fully hardened. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on my cakesicles. So my customer requested gold acrylic sticks for this order, so of course that's what I did. Here I just did an infinity loop drizzle, added a little bow in the center, and then I'm painting the center of the bow gold to add in another pop of gold. So I printed out some like floral Love Shack fancy inspired edible images, and then I'm just sizing them here to fit inside of this little tiny frame. Also, I'm outside, so if you guys hear any noises, any cars beeping, any birds, that's just the outside. So here I cut my edible image and I'm putting a gold frame on top. This one's a little different than the traditional gold frames that I use, and I love this frame. I thought it was so pretty, so I put a little bow on top of that, and that's how that cakesicle looked. Next, I'm doing another infinity loop drizzle, and then I'm going to put some gold splats, which this is a mixture of gold luster powder and vanilla extract. And then I'm putting a dusty pink little rose on the corner, and then I'm going to put a tiny little butterfly up here on the top left side, which I thought was super cute. I love the balance of the different color pinks here. Next, I'm going to do a pink cakesicle. So here I'm doing the infinity loop drizzle, and then I'm going to put a little teapot in the center, which was so cute and so like Love Shack fancy vibes, because you know how it's all like teapots and like all that cute stuff. Next, I'm making a little hand-drawn bouquet here. So I'm just doing some sage green stems and then a little hand-drawn bow and putting a rose in the center. Here's another look at some of the Rice Krispie treats that I did. I used the traditional frame there, and then I'm redoing that little cute floral bouquet thing. So for this one, I also did another teapot, and then I was like, you know what? I should add some greenery to these teapots, because I don't know, I feel like it just made it look extra cute. So I took some sage green and piped on some little stems, and then I went back and did that to all of my teapots that I did. Here I'm just wrapping up this order by doing my cake cones on camera here. And then I'm going to put everything in the boxes, add on the bows, which I'm going to take some pictures and show you guys, of course. I did all pink bows and then realized that she wanted pink and white bows. So for the pictures, they have pink bows, but I switched it and put the white bows that she requested. So here's me finishing up these cake cones, and then this was the finished result. These came out so beautiful, so girly. I love anything coquette and girly like this. The edible images on the Oreos were so beautiful, and my favorites were these little teapots and teacups for sure. Make a $260 order with me. So this order is a total of 5 dozen treats, 1 dozen Rice Krispies, 1 dozen pretzels, 1 dozen Oreos, 1 dozen cakesicles, and then 1 dozen cake pop discs. So the colors that I'm doing for this order are light blue and white. And then as far as decor, I made some really pretty edible images of hydrangea flowers, and then I'm doing some edible butterflies, some really pretty gold frames around some of the images. Here I did the gold frames, and I made them like this dark beige kind of color, because it comes out really pretty when you put the gold on top of this, since it already has like that bronzy base. So here I am just painting the frame gold. I did a lot of nude themes this week. Like, I've never done a hydrangea theme. I've done many floral themes, but honestly, this order specifically has to definitely be one of my favorite themes by far. I feel like it came out so pretty. I can't wait for you guys to see the end result. So here I'm moving on. I'm doing chocolate covered Oreos. I placed my edible image face down, and then I added some chocolate, pushed my Oreos down, and then added a back layer of chocolate and popped those in the fridge. So next I began working on my cakesicles. I added my edible image to my cakesicle and added my gold frame, and look at how beautiful that is. Like, you cannot tell me that that is not so friggin' pretty. I love how this came out. So of course we're going in with more edible butterflies, and I have them linked in my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested in purchasing. I love these. I buy them in all of the colors. Next I'm doing this super pretty like infinity loop drizzle, and I wound up adding some little pearls to it as well because I like the look of it. I feel like it's just super elegant and pretty. So once I was done working on my cakesicles, the chocolate covered Oreos were fully dry, so I was able to pop those out and start working on them next. So look at how beautiful all of these edible images are. I made them myself with my edible printer, and I have all of the supplies I used linked in my Amazon storefront. So here I am just wrapping up the decorating for this order. This was how they looked before I boxed them up and added the bows, and then this is the finished result. This was my favorite order of the week. Blue is my favorite color, so I was totally obsessed with this. Like, look at that cakesicle with the roses on them. They are so pretty, especially the ones with the frames. Like, I just loved everything about this order. Here are the cake pop discs, which came out super pretty as well, and then the Oreos and the pretzels. If you guys want to see how I was able to make 20 dozen treats for a wedding in less than 2 days, keep watching. So I had used 6 different shades for the color combos for this wedding. So I did this peach shade, a light pink shade, a hot pink shade, and then I did this peachy marble, a white shade, and a hot pink marble. So for this order, I had to do 5 dozen of each treat. I had to do Rice Krispie treats, pretzels, Oreos, and cakesicles. So basically 60 of each treat. So I dipped each treat. I did 10 per color. So I did 10 white pretzels, 10 pink pretzels, and that's how I did it to keep it simple since I had to do 6 colors. So here I'm just doing these pretzels. This color was really pretty, like for the marbled pretzels. So once I was done dipping all of the treats, mind you, I did 15 dozen treats in one day. So this day I did all of my pretzels, all of my Rice Krispie treats, and then I did all of my Oreos. So here I'm just doing like a sped up version of me making all of the Oreos. So here I just filled in the mold, pressed the Oreos down, and then I put the back layer of chocolate on, tapped it out, and then I repeated the process until they were fully done. As far as decor, I'm doing gold flakes, edible rose petals, and then I did chocolate roses. Everything I'm using from the molds, the flowers, everything, the gold flakes can be found in my Amazon storefront. So the actual decor for this order is gold flakes, and then I did a drizzle on top and placed some edible rose petals on top. So here I started off decorating the hot pink shade. So I also did a simple gold flakes with some drizzles on top without the roses as well. So here you guys could watch me drizzle the Rice Krispie treat. So from here, once I'm done drizzling the Rice Krispie treat, I'm going to move on to decorating my pretzels. So when it comes to the pretzels, I just kept them super simple. I did some gold flakes on top. I did a simple drizzle on top as well. And I also did some chocolate roses on the pretzels. So what I found helped me get through decorating this order super fast was basically, so like all of the hot pink treats, I decorated together. So I did all of my Rice Krispie treats, all of my pretzels, all of my Oreos, and then I moved on to the next color. So here I was done doing those, and I moved on to doing all of my light pink treats. So here I'm starting off with doing the drizzle on the light pink treats as well, and then I'm adding my edible roses, and then I repeated the process for all of the treats, and I didn't want the video to be repetitive, so I kind of just like edited out some of the decorating. But here I did the white treats, now I'm doing the light pink ones, I'm doing this little peachy shade. And basically too, for this order, because it was more so elegant rather than like super crazy decorations, I feel like that's why I was able to do as many treats as I did in one day. So like I said, day one, I did 15 dozen treats. I did all of the pretzels, Oreos, Rice Krispie treats. And then the next morning, I did all 5 dozen of the cakesicles. And my mom actually helped me make all of the silk bows that I put on top of the cakesicles and the Rice Krispie treats. So shout out to my mom because she definitely made the process a lot easier. So this was the end of day one. You can see how much I had done in the first day. And then I didn't record the cakesicles because I do have a cakesicle class that will be opening up soon. So if you guys are interested in seeing in-depth cakesicle tutorials, you guys can definitely join my class. But this was the finished result. The color combos were so beautiful. This was actually for a wedding and my client loved the order. I feel like the color combo just definitely screams summer wedding.
Get enough of me, yeah. Well, I guess it's looking like you still fuck all you freaks.